I talked a little bit about FHA certification. FHA, and this is something that if any of your board members are curious on this, I think at some point in the future there will be some type of reserve disclosure certification that they go with. And there could even be more certification of reserve analysts because they're looking at this information so much more critically, especially on older condominiums, because you have so much deferred maintenance. I mean, how many of you guys are dealing with piping issues? Right? And where are they pulling that money from? Reserves, for the most part, right? And guess what? Piping isn't a reserve component, right? Piping is one of these oh shit components, right? We didn't really plan for this because there's no real way that you can plan for a total replacement, right? You know, so a really interesting thing to talk about here is that, so a definition of a reserve component is something that's cyclical, so you can define its useful life, right? And something that's within a 30-year period of time. So when a lot of these older condominiums were created, piping and some of these other components were considered life of project. So here's a really big tip. If you look at your reserve component list and you look at some of these components that you have life of project, that in an older community, that's a red flag. Because at the end of the day, we're having a budget for concrete walkways that were considered life of project. You know, you're having to deal with spalling issues and piping. Piping is a huge issue we're seeing on a lot of these older communities.